Hi, everybody. This is Mandy, and I would love to share my passion project today. My passion project is on yoga, chakras, and essential oils. I would love to start with a quote from BKS Iyengar. Yoga allows you to find an inner peace that is not ruffled and riled by the endless stresses and struggles of life. I think that sums up yoga. It sums up how I feel, what I'm trying to find, the inner peace, and that you have to put yourself into the moment, into the internal awareness to not be ruffled by the stresses and the struggles of life, because those are going to always be around us. So I really resonate with this quote by BKS Iyengar. Okay, I want to start with just talking about what is yoga. Where did it come from? Why do we do it? So yoga originated in India and was passed down orally from teacher to student. Yoga translates in Sanskrit to yoke, union, or relationship. Yoga teaches us to move with our breath, our pranayama, move our body into our postures, our asanas, and to help us build our life force energy. Yoga can be a meditative tool that is said to bring peace of mind and the body, and bringing positivity to one's life. I definitely think that's true. You bring peace to your mind, you bring peace to your body, and the positivity, it comes into our lives. Yoga is defined as a system of mental, physical, and spiritual practices, and it aims to transform our body and our mind. It brings mental peace and mental clarity. So what are chakras? Chakras are complex and ancient energy system that originated in India. There are 7 energy systems and our centers, and they run along the middle of our body. They run along the spine. And our goal for chakras is that they stay opened and aligned. Chakras can be thought of as states of consciousness, and each chakra, if you look at the picture here, it says the 7 chakras and their meanings. So those states of consciousness would be the root chakra, I am; the sacral chakra, I feel; the solar plexus chakra, I do; the heart chakra, I love; the throat chakra, I talk; the third eye chakra is I see; and the crown chakra is I understand. So chakras physically resemble spinning wheels, and the speed at which these wheels spin depends on the level of energy within each individual body. And what we're striving for is a balanced amount of spin, not too much, not too little. We want it to be rhythmic and harmonious. So starting with the root chakra, the first chakra, if you look at the picture, the red circle on the lady's body shows where the root chakra is located. That's at the base of the spine and the tailbone. This chakra has an extension, and the extension is the legs and the feet. So the focus of the root chakra would be materiality, so satisfying our basic needs. That would be food, shelter, safety, the basic needs of being alive. Signs of blockage would be feeling ungrounded, feeling unsafe, being insecure, possibly feeling stuck in your life, and maybe even having some pain manifest in the legs, the feet, or having some stiffness in the feet and legs. The Bija mantra is Lam. The symbol is a square with an upside down triangle and a 4-petaled lotus. So the square, it is a symbol of stability. The upside down triangle within the square is a representative of the earth. And the 4-petaled lotus is the mind, intellect, consciousness, and ego. The element for the root chakra is earth, and the color is red. So looking at some asanas to balance the root chakra, we want to focus on poses that root us down to the earth. These can be standing poses and seated poses, but we're looking to find a way to improve our balance and ground us and create a stable base. A couple options would be warrior 1 and 2. You can do chair pose. You could also go into twisted chair pose, mountain pose, or Tadasana. Staff pose. We could go into our Malasana, our yogi squat. Tree pose, hero pose, bridge pose, and there's many more, I'm sure. When the root chakra is feeling balanced, we have a sense of calm, connectedness, feel trusting, we feel safe and secure. We're rooted down in our energy. We would be in tune with nature and in tune with our bodies, and we'd definitely have a feeling of stability. Our next chakra is the sacral chakra. The location is underneath the navel on the sacrum, hips, pelvis, and sex organs. And the picture shows you where that sacral chakra is located as well. The focus of the sacral chakra is intuition, relationships, emotions, pleasure, well-being, and sexuality. So signs of blockage in the sacral chakra could be loss of creativity, sexual and or reproductive issues, emotionally overwhelmed, and being closed off, maybe to others and definitely to ourselves. The bija mantra for the sacral chakra is Vam, and the symbol is circles with 6 petal lotuses. So the circles would be the moon connection with creativity, and the 6 petal lotus is that cycle of birth, death, and rebirth. The element is water, and the color is orange. The asanas to balance the sacral chakra, those are poses that open the hips. So you can do standing and seated poses. Those both are options. A couple examples would be frog pose, goddess pose, malasana, that yogi squat, camel pose, all of the warrior poses, 1, 2, and 3, bow pose, cow-faced pose, easy pose, pigeon. There's lots and lots of options for hip opening. When the sacral chakra is balanced, you're gonna have creativity overflowing, fulfilling relationships. You're gonna feel empowered and have a sense of confidence, which is really great. All right, moving along to our solar plexus chakra. The solar plexus, you look at the picture, you'll see where that's located. It is near the middle of the spine, your torso and abdomen. The focus of the solar plexus is individuality, ego, your thoughts and feelings, and relationship with yourself, self-esteem, and self-confidence. So signs that your solar plexus chakra may be blocked would be having low self-esteem, could be having an inflated ego, lack of commitment, and digestive issues. The bija mantra is Ram. The symbol is a circle with 10 petals in which it is inscribed a downward pointed triangle. The element is fire and the color is yellow. Asanas to balance the solar plexus, those would be poses that twist and detoxify the body. They can also be poses that focus on the core, right where that solar plexus is located. So the poses that twist, we want to twist us out like a sponge, like wringing the sponge out, detoxifying the body, and then focusing on the core, really strengthening the core, strengthening our midline. So you can use both standing and seating poses. Those are both options. A couple examples here: cow pose, seated spinal twist, camel pose, bow pose, plank, revolved triangle. All of those are great. You could do a warrior 1, warrior 2. There's so many poses you can do to focus on your solar plexus. And when that solar plexus is balanced, we are decisive, we're independent, responsible. We have self-assurance, self-discipline, we have willpower, we are intelligent, and we use our intellect, and we have confidence in ourselves. Okay, moving on to the heart chakra. The heart chakra, as you can see in the picture, is located in the heart center. It's the center of the chest, or the or the upper back. A lot of times we'll say, bring your hands into Namaskar at your heart center. And that is right where the heart chakra is located. The extension for your heart chakra are the arms, the shoulders, and the hands. So the focus of this chakra, that is love and compassion, forgiveness, empathy, friendships, and romantic devotion. Signs of blockage: you could have pain in your upper back or your chest. You might have the inability to receive love, feelings of loneliness, feelings of jealousy. There could be abuse, overly defensive, and you can have circulatory issues as well. The bija mantra for the heart chakra is Yam. And the symbol are two intersecting triangles. They're forming a 6-pointed star in a circle, and then there's 12 petals around the circle. The element for the heart chakra is air, and the color is green, and with higher vibrations, the color can be pink. Okay, the asanas to balance the heart chakra, those are poses that open and stretch the chest. Open the chest, doing back bends really can open your chest. So standing and seated poses are both options. Again, examples: cow pose, camel pose, bow pose, cobra pose, one of my favorite, upward facing dog pose, locust pose, pigeon pose, dancer. There are lots and lots of options here to open your chest and even go into a back bend. Balanced, being balanced in your heart chakra, that's a feeling of being deeply connected. You appreciate beauty. You are able to give and receive unconditional love, love of yourself, love of others, and being able to show compassion to both yourself and others. Okay, moving on to the throat chakra. Your throat chakra, located in your throat, your neck, jaw, and ears. So the focus of the throat chakra is going to be self-expression, language, your voice, communication, and also listening. So signs of blockage could be if you have oppressive thought patterns, being arrogant, excessively gossiping, excessively talking or complaining, the inability to listen, and you could also have a sore throat or laryngitis. The bija mantra for the throat chakra is Hum. The symbol of the throat chakra is a circle with 16 petals and a crescent with a circle inside. The element is sound, and the color is turquoise and blue. The asanas to balance the throat chakra are poses that move the neck into extension and flexion. Again, standing and seating poses are both options. A couple examples: cat pose, cow pose, plow, bridge. You could go into shoulder stand, fish pose, and also lion's pose. When the throat chakra is balanced, you will be able to have expression of truth and self, verbal and nonverbal communication, realization of purpose in your life, and also the ability of forgiveness. The third eye chakra, that is located on your forehead. It is between your eyebrows. That's where we say the third eye is located. The focus of the third eye is intuition, insight, wisdom, imagination, and spiritual awareness. So if you have signs of blockage in the third eye, that can manifest itself in headaches, brain fog, negative thought patterns, sleep disorders, insomnia, maybe sleeping too much, depression, and having spiritual arrogance. The bija mantra is Om. The symbol is an upside down triangle and a lotus flower. The element is light, and the color is purple or indigo. The asanas to balance the third eye, we want to focus on poses that challenge and strengthen perception. So standing and seated again are both options here. You can do child's pose, where you're bringing your forehead, your third eye down onto the mat. Yeah, wide leg forward fold, again coming forward, forward fold seated, forward fold standing. Dolphin pose, downward facing dog. You can also come up into a tree pose and have strength of perception. When the third eye chakra is balanced, that's going to manifest in being visual, having intuition, wisdom, creativity, perceptive, a mystical state of being, following your intuition, and having the ability to see the big picture. The last chakra is our crown chakra. The location is the top of the head or the crown of the head. The focus of the crown chakra, that is your belief systems, your higher power, divinity, having an open mind, having a connection to yourself and to a connection to a spirit, having self-knowledge, equanimity, and just an overall connection to the world around you, connection to the earth, connection to nature. Signs of blockage would be headaches, lack of concentration, having dramatic lifestyles, narcissism, lack of empathy, having a closed mind, and being disconnected from your body and spirit, and also being skeptical. The bija mantra for the crown chakra is silence. The symbol is a circle. It's compared to the full moon, surrounded by 1,000 lotus petals of multicolors. The element is the cosmos, and the color is white. The asanas to balance the crown chakra, that would be poses that promote stillness, silence, and balance. So standing poses and seated poses are both options here. A couple different poses you can do would be headstand, corpse pose, rabbit pose, lotus pose, tree, legs up the wall, camel pose. There's a multitude of poses you can do here. When your crown chakra is balanced, that is going to show itself in having a consciousness, being present of your mind, having an awareness of higher consciousness, having liberation, feelings of bliss, and feelings of enlightenment. So the bija mantras, it's a Sanskrit name for a one-syllable sound. It's used in meditation or yoga, and they translate into seed mantras. So each chakra is associated with its own bija mantra, as I told you as we were going through the chakras. And I found a really fun way to say your bija mantras. And I'm going to play that for you right now. You can do them anyway, but this is just kind of a fun way to bring them to life for you now. So just a really fun way to introduce the bija mantras to you. So we're going to move on, and now we're going to focus on essential oils. So What are essential oils? Essential oils are concentrated plant extracts, and they retain the natural smell or essence of their sources. And the sources are usually leaves, herbs, barks, and rinds. So essential oils, you can use them by inhaling, you can dilute them, and you can apply them to the skin. They may stimulate your sense of smell, or they may have a medicinal effect when they are absorbed into your body from your skin. There are over 90 commonly used essential oils, and essential oils are said to have many benefits, some of which would be helping with stress and anxiety, headaches, migraines, sleeping, insomnia, reducing inflammation, and many have antibiotic and antimicrobial properties. And essential oils have high frequency vibrations, which can help to dissolve low frequency vibrations or blockages. So that's why they can really be beneficial with your chakras. So there are some cautions and warnings to use. So there are ways to apply to your skin. So what we want to do, we don't usually want to apply an oil directly to the skin. There are some that we can do that with, but usually we don't apply oils directly. We will use, it's best to dilute our essential oils with a carrier oil, and a carrier oil is usually olive, avocado, coconut, or sesame oil, and you would just fill a container with one of those carrier oils and then place in some essential oil drops, and then you can apply that oil onto your skin. Never apply edible oils onto your skin. Be aware of the time of day before using certain oils. If you are using lavender, sometimes it's best to use lavender at the end of the day. It's a very calming type of oil. It's going to relax you. It doesn't have to be only used at the end of the day. I use lavender all day. But say you were going to use peppermint or eucalyptus, those are very awakening oils, and you would want to be careful not to use those right before bedtime. The oils may be used in massage. They may be used in your bath. They can be inhaled, vaporized in humidifiers, used topically. Some can be used internally. They can definitely be used aromatically. They can be used in a roll-on application and as a mist. So the connection between your essential oils and the chakras. So the influence of essential oils on the body, mind, and spirit can also have effects on balancing your chakras. So activating oils are used to open and energize sluggish or blocked chakras, and calming oils are used to quiet and relax overactive chakras. We can also use balancing oils to use on chakras that are already in balance, just to make sure we keep them regulated. And you can see on this picture, it's just showing your different chakras again and giving a couple examples of what we could use. But we are definitely going to get into each chakra and what oils to use now. So starting with our root chakra. So our root chakra, the best place to apply an oil to stimulate our root chakra or to balance or calm would be to apply your oils to the bottom of your feet to actively ground and give stability. You can also use these oils in a room diffusion. You could mist them in the room, things like that. The different oils that are beneficial for the root chakra are bergamot, vetiver, cedar wood, cypress, tea tree, and black spruce. There are others as well. These are just some of the main beneficial oils for root chakra. You want to focus on earthy tree-based oils, and because these oils can help connect you to the roots of the earth. And each of these is going to show you the symbol for each chakra that I was talking about earlier. So this is the symbol for root chakra. Moving on, here is sacral chakra. So the sacral chakra, you want to put these oils on your low back, massaging or placing a few drops of oil on the low back. You can put them on the sacral area of the body. You can put them again on the soles of your feet, or you can do room diffusion, misting, things like that. The sacral oils that we want to focus on are ylang ylang, neroli, sweet orange, sandalwood, patchouli, rose, and frankincense. So we're focusing on soothing oils that help connect you to your sensuality and are surrendering. Moving along to the solar plexus. So that could be a belly massage, placing a few drops of oil on the belly. We could do room diffusion again, misting, definitely the soles of the feet. That's always a winner. The solar plexus oils would be turmeric, lemon balm, rooibos, cinnamon, goldenrod, eucalyptus, and clove. So warming oils that help aid in digestion. They promote self-assurance. Our heart chakra. So our heart chakra, we can take a few drops of oil and apply them to the breastbone. We can massage the middle of the back. Room diffusion again. Again, we can mist, and the soles of our feet. So heart chakra oils, we're looking for the calming and soothing oils. So rose oil, jasmine, lavender, ylang ylang, sweet marjoram, and geranium. So oils that are going to create space for love and compassion. Throat chakra. So we would apply a few drops to the neck or to the throat area. We can use the oils in room diffusion, in misting, and again, the soles of the feet. Our throat chakra oils are eucalyptus, lemon balm, rosemary, frankincense, and Roman chamomile. And we're looking for balancing oils to help ignite expression and communication. Okay, our third eye. So our third eye chakra, we would put that exactly on our third eye. So apply a few drops to the forehead, room diffusion again, misting, room diffusion and misting we can always do, and we can always apply to the soles of our feet. So our third eye chakra oils, that would be rosemary, frankincense, holy basil, juniper, mugwort, and lavender. We're looking for clarifying oils to help us connect us to our creativity and to our vision. Frankincense is a great one here, or even combining frankincense and lavender. That's one of my favorite combinations. So essential oils that are going to balance our crown chakra. That would be definitely a room diffusion, misting, a bath soak would be great for this. Go ahead and let your head go into the bathtub as well, though. Keep your face up, but go ahead and let the crown of your head kind of drop down into the tub, and the soles of the feet. Our crown chakra oils, frankincense, cedar, neroli, mint, and bergamot. And we're looking for energetic oils to help reach transcendence, meditation, and that inner connection. So how do we use essential oils along with yoga? So first thing we're going to want to do is inform our students that we will be using essential oils during class, and make sure to ask about any allergies or sensitivities. Usually people don't have sensitivities to 100% pure essential oils. It's usually to a fragrance, but this is definitely something that you want to ask the class about. So be sure to dilute all oils before you use them on students' skin. Like I said, you want to take a 100% essential oil and a carrier oil and mix those together. You don't mix the entire essential oil bottle. You would probably do 20 to 30 drops in a small container of a carrier oil, such as avocado or coconut or olive oil, sesame oil, things like that. Diffuse oils during the class. You can do that during the whole class, the beginning of class, or use a spray or mist before the class begins. You can have students place a few drops of oils on the soles of their feet before class, and those oils can really depend on the theme or the intention of your class. So if you're going to do, a heart opening class, something that's definitely like focused on the heart, then you might want to use rose, jasmine, lavender, ylang ylang. Any of those oils on the soles of their feet would be great for a heart opening class. During Shavasana, rub the teacher as us as instructors, we can rub oils on the temples of the students or the back of the neck to assist with relaxation and meditation. But again, make sure that your students feel comfortable with this. We can also create a mat spray for students to use at the end of class. That's nice for not only the antimicrobial and antibacterial, but also just as a really nice, probably calming effect is something that I would use at the end of class, but also with some sort of cleansing oil as well. And you can use oils depending on the theme of your class. As I said before, like if you're going to do your heart opening, you want to do rose, jasmine, lavender. If you want to do third eye, let's focus more on rosemary and frankincense. It's really depending upon this theme or the intention of your class. So I hope you all enjoyed this passion project of mine. I am definitely passionate about yoga. I love learning more and more about the chakras, and I have been a very, very long time user of essential oils. I use it both for myself, for my children, sometimes even for pets. So I'm excited to incorporate essential oil usage in my yoga classes. These are my sources. I used a couple different books. A book I highly recommend is Myths of the Asanas, The Stories of the Heart of the Yoga Tradition by Alana Kavala. She is inspirational and it's a great book. It really helps understand some of the myths behind the different asana poses. And then I use another book, Power Yoga, Strength, Sweat, and Spirit by Leah Coles, and quite a few online sources as well. So thank you so much for listening. I hope you enjoyed my passion project. And if you have any questions or feedback, I would love to hear any. Thank you so much.